Hello guys, Vizarish bringing you another Total War Warhammer replay with commentary. So we're pretty close to the Immortal Empire release, and all of the other content creators are showing their quick battles and domination battles, and I have to say I'm not jealous at all. So to show that, I'm just gonna play a normal Warhammer 3 game with the current patch. So let's just jump into the armies and see what we have here. For my small units, the small infantry, we have a unit of Noblars, we have 3 Noblar trappers. For ogres, we have 3 units of ogre bulls with dual weapons and 2 man-eaters with great weapons. These guys are pretty great. They have immune to psychology, which is pretty nice against Nurgle, and they have anti-large armor piercing, so everything is great about these guys against Nurgle. So the rest of the units, for the range units, we have Powder Guts, the Man-Eaters, Ogre Pistol Regiment of Renown, which I adore. I just love this unit. We also have 2 Saber Tusk Pack to defend the back lines as well. I don't think I missed any units. For Caster, we have Firebelly, another unit which is my favorite. We also have Tyrant as well. So yeah, that's it for our army. For our opponent, let's see. For the infantry, 5 units of Nurglings here. They're going to defend the front line. My opponent also decided to bring 3 Pox Riders. One of them is a Regiment of Renown, the Barons of the Bog, also 2 Plague Drones to cause some trouble. And in the back, 4 units of Chaos Furies of Nurgle, which I didn't see for a while in this battle. A little spoiler ahead of time. So let's just get into battle and see how we're gonna deal with this army. Alright guys, let's start the battle and see how we're gonna play this one. So what I'm doing here now, I'm sending the Firebelly. First of all, Firebelly is pretty awesome. He has flame attack and fire abilities. Reduces the healing that the healing abilities can give you, so that's pretty nice. And the fireball is great because it kills models off of these pretty annoying Pox Riders. These guys have some really annoying blubbing abilities, so I have to be really careful about that. I'm doing some poking as well with the Powder Guts, doing a lot of damage to these units, but my opponent's bringing his Furies down on my poor Ogres, and he's probably gonna stall them a bit, so the other units are gonna be able to catch up to them, like these Plague Drones, who are going to be a bit of a problem here. So because of that, our Firebelly is gonna join in. He's pretty strong. Let's see the stats. With the Tenderizer ability, his weapon strength just goes insane, so that's pretty nice. We get rid of one of the units, and now I'm just trying my best to get away from these Pox Riders and get Plague Drones of Nurgle before I lose more than one model of these really expensive units. So that's pretty nice. Again, the other Furies were trying to stop my units from trying to help my range units and Caster. So yeah, we did deal with 2 of the Furies right now. 2 are decently healthy, and 2 Plague Drones are also here as well. I lost one of my Saber Tusk in the midst of the battle as well, but overall it doesn't look too bad. We have our position, we didn't lose too much, and we still have our firing line as well. Firebelly and the Powder Guts are getting closer to use their stuff to poke down some of the enemies, demons and units here. Let's go for a fireball cast. Let's see if it's gonna do more this time. Yeah, that was pretty nice, killing 3 models. So fireball is still pretty good. Happy about that. Fireball does have its uses, as you guys will see here, and in the future battles I'm gonna tell you guys what other battles you can bring them. So the lines meets, what I'm trying to do here, I'm trying to send the Ogre Bulls after the Nurglings because they're small, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, they're still small, even though they're just go on top of each other. and we have our noble trappers to throw daggers at the large low armored units in the Nurgle army. The Exalted Great Unclean One is coming in. He sit back, I think, because he didn't want to get shot at by these powder guts. But it doesn't matter, we're doing fine. We're dealing with the large units with our man-eaters. These Pox Riders are getting their backsides handed to them. The Ogre Bulls going after Nurglings. The Firebelly is helping wherever he can, dealing with these Nurglings. But my opponent is relentlessly going after the powder guts. So yeah, this was pretty annoying. I have to say, pretty good decision from my opponent, and even the Exalted Great Unclean One is coming for them straight. Just he's beelining for the most important unit that can cause problems for them. A lot of my units are running away. These poor Ogre Bulls are running away. I have to be careful with the powder guts here. But look at this, my Tyrant is not just not leaving the Great Unclean One to do whatever it wants. Just hitting him with his hammer and the blade, which is nice. This demon is the size of the ogres compared to humans. It looks like it might be a bit more. So let's take an overlook of the battlefield. I was able to get my powder guts out of that blob. The Firebelly again using the spells, using the what's the name of the the Flaming Sword of Ruin to give my other units some flame attack, but unfortunately I cast it on one of my units that is routing, so keep that in mind. I'm gonna rectify that in a minute, as you guys will see. But yeah, this is pretty bad. I think I overcasted the spell as well. So the Firebelly is not tanky. I wish he had something to heal himself like Tyrant does. If you guys don't know, he has an ability that heals, and I brought something that I usually don't. Greedy Feast is gonna give a cooldown to units and casters in the area of effect. So it's a pretty annoying situation for my opponent, because yeah, he's pretty decent fighter, even though he's not going to do really well against the Exalted Great Unclean One or any greater demons, but overall he's gonna do decently enough with a bit of support, I might add. The powder guts are shooting the drones because I want to get these guys modeled down, and then we're gonna go after the Exalted Unclean One. Right now it's not doing too much. I'm keeping the blobs separated from each other. The man-eaters are fighting the drones and the Barons of the Bog, which is pretty nice. The Furies are just not leaving my range units alone, which is a nice call, but I think my opponent should have stayed here. I know it's a good idea to chase the powder guts or any range units that ogres might have. So let's just watch some cinematic shots with the Firebelly and the Tyrant. This is what I meant. I'm casting the Flaming Sword of Ruin on the ground now. These guys are getting the benefits of it as well. So the poor Exalted Greater Demon is getting shot at by fire bullets right now. So again, the drones are not leaving my range units alone. I'm just bringing whatever I can to hold the flying units back while my range units get further away from their targets. These Barons are really tanky. Look at this. They're not dying. The other Pox Riders are also pretty hard to get rid of. This is a nice blob, but yeah, again, my opponent has his units thinned, his army is thinned. So I'm bringing the man-eaters back, these rallying man-eaters and nobblers back. So let's throw some daggers at these Pox Riders, and I think we're doing fine. The Plague Drones again going after the powder guts, but this is a pretty nice pick in this matchup, because the only way that Nurgle can deal with this unit is with the flying units, and they have a really nice ability when they're being pushed back, when they're losing battle, and they get more melee stats, which means they're gonna survive for longer. The Tyrant is fighting the Exalted Great Unclean One. He's taking some damage as well. The Firebelly routed and rallied again with some fireballs going down. We're trying to whittle the Exalted Great Unclean One HP pool down. This is a really nice play for my opponent, bringing the Barons next to the Exalted Unclean One and overcasting Fleshy Abundance. But yeah, overall, I'm using my Flaming Sword of Ruin, so he's gonna get the on fire debuff, these guys as well. So the healing is going to be, I mean, it's over now, but at the time, the amount of healing got reduced by half. So let's take an overlook at the battlefield. My opponent doesn't have anything else remaining. The only thing that remains is the Great Unclean One and the Barons here, and they're not having a great time as well. The Man-Eaters are here. The Firebelly is using his Fire Breath on Exalted Great Unclean One, which is not going to do much. But again, I'm just trying to go for a rear charge on this really annoying and tanky unit here. I use Tenderizer as well, so again, a lot of weapon strength, and we're doing a lot of damage to this Exalted Unclean One. He really didn't like my Firebelly here as well, just turning around and hitting it, even though a lot of ogres are hitting it in the back, and a lot of daggers are being thrown at him, which is a nice move. So yeah, pretty nice one. Let's see if we can get a... No, never mind. We can get a screenshot from this. The Bloodma Pyrrhic Victory menu is blocking that. So let's just jump into the end screen and see how our units did. The Tyrant did pretty well. He was just non-stop attacking the Greater Demon in the back, staggering him, stopping him from casting spells with Greedy Feast. And the Firebelly also did fine, nearly paying for himself with the kit I brought. He costs around 1400, so I'm happy with his performance. The Powder Guts, love the name, love the unit, love the aesthetics. Also did really great. These units are just insane against Nurgle. The Man-Eaters did fine. This one was pretty close for paying for itself as well. The Ogre Bulls also did fine, one of them paying for themselves. Maybe cutting two of them to bring regular Ogre Bulls and bring another Noblar Trapper would have been nice as well. The Saber Tusk, one of them did fine, and all of the Noblar Trappers did pretty well. They are paid for themselves, and yet the Noblars are not going to do much in this battle. But look at this, 3,500 value on the Exalted Great Unclean One, even though he was just moving through my army trying to go after Powder Guts. Let's see, these Plague Drones were a pretty nice pick for my opponent. The Barons did fine. These Pox Riders also did decent. This one not so much. So yeah, that was a pretty fun battle. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would really appreciate it if you consider leaving a like and subscribing. Would really help me on my channel grow. And if you guys want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description of this battle. And yeah, you can send me replays to cast. We can try to play some games if you guys want. And guess that's it. See y'all later. Bye.